Alright, so I had a couple of things that I kind of wanted to touch on a little bit. I originally wanted to talk about the Venom 2 trailer, but then I realized there was kind of a couple of things I wanted to talk about, so I figured why not just kind of mush them all together into one video. They're basically all a bunch of little things I just kind of wanted to touch on for a bit, so I figured why not just make one big video for them. So like I said, first off, I wanted to talk about Venom 2's trailer, Let There Be Carnage. There's not a whole lot to say because they didn't show a whole lot in the trailer, but I'm pretty hyped about it already. As someone who really loves Spider-Man and especially Venom and Carnage, I'm pretty excited for this to hurry up and come out. Not to mention, like, first off, this movie was supposed to come out a while ago, I feel like. Like, I don't know if that's a thing, but like, I feel like it was announced a while back and it was supposed to come out, I think, in October. And because last year was just a shit show, it got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and now I think it's coming out this fall. Even the trailer has a feeling of a movie that was made a while ago. I don't know what it is. It just gives me that feeling. I don't know if I just like, it was in the back of my head. Like I remember seeing that trailer and it was like coming this October and it just didn't happen. But yeah, I'm pretty excited that it finally has like, it seems to have like a solid date that it's coming out. The trailer gave me everything I wanted. Woody Harrelson's a creep as Cletus Cassidy. He's doing a fantastic job. I think Tom Hardy is still fucking killing it as both Venom and Eddie Brock. I think he has a lot of good banter with himself going back and forth. I'm happy they kept that funny banter going. They realized what was good about the last movie and they kind of kept it going for this one. Those two, they really do steal the show. I love their relationship together. I think that's probably my favorite version of Eddie Brock and Venom. Like, they're really good together. I love the little banter back and forth with Mrs. Chen too. All that was good. Like I said, Woody Harrelson, I don't really know him much as an actor. Don't know anything he's been in, but he is killing it as a fucking creepy asshole. I'm wondering what his relationship is with Eddie Brock. Did they know each other at one point? Did Eddie Brock help put him away? Because, like, they're already insinuating that he's done a lot of murders. Like, I'm pretty sure Cletus Cassidy is usually a psychopath in everything that he's in. So, I'm pretty interested to see what they do with that. I don't know what's going on with the one female character that's, like, locked in the cube. What's her story? They didn't really tell us all that. We got a glimpse of what Carnage actually looks like. I think they did it. He looks fucking awesome. I'm really... the one thing about his character, though, the one thing that I'm worried about is how are they going to do the violence? Because, like, Carnage is known for fucking people up and, like, being really bloody and really gory. So, like, what are they going to do? Because I'm pretty sure this movie's not going to be rated R. I don't see them doing that. So, like... how are they going to handle that? Is it going to be a lot of off-screen deaths, a lot of people like cops and shit screaming? I wonder how Venom is also, how does his character work in this universe now? Like, is he just treated as like an agent of chaos? Do like the police just kind of like chill with him? I wish Spider-Man could be in these movies. I don't even really want him to be in there long. I just wish he had like a cameo or something. Like, I'd love to see all three of these characters interact on screen. I wonder if they'll just kill Carnage off in this movie at the end. That'd be kind of a bummer too. I wonder if they'll keep him as like his big bad guy going forward. I don't know. But anyway, I think he's doing a fantastic job so far as Carnage. Like, I think he's captured the creep vibe really well. The whole trailer's whole vibe was really, really cool. And again, Tom Hardy fucking knocking it out of the park. I wasn't crazy about the first Venom, but like, I feel like this one's really focusing on the strengths of that first film, and if they can keep that going through the whole movie, I think this will be way better than the first one. I mean, the villain's already way more interesting. Does anyone even remember the name of the villain in the last one? What was it? Riot? I think from like the comics, I think is what he's supposed to be. Boring billionaire tech guy. I did not give a shit about him at all. I feel like if they focus on all the good stuff, kind of trim the fat, like his girlfriend, for instance, like I hope she's pushed way back in this one. They focus on the good stuff, we could have an amazing fucking film on our hands. I'm pretty excited for it. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, because usually when I get my hopes up, they get completely shit on. But like, so far, from what I've seen, this movie looks pretty fucking solid. The next thing I wanted to touch on was that Sony announced brand new PlayStation controllers, which means the face plates are probably right around the corner. I think it's the same price for the black one, but for whatever fucking reason, the red one is $75, which was the one I was interested in. Thanks, Sony. I don't know why there's a premium for red. Is it because the red plastic costs more to make, or what? I don't really get that, but the controllers look cool. I'm pretty sure they're dropping this summer, I think is what I saw. Hold on, let me check that real quick. Release date 6/18/2021. That's what it says on Best Buy anyway. I hate the way the PlayStation 5 controller looks. I've made it no secret to anyone who knows me that I absolutely fucking hate the way they look, especially the white one. I'm pretty sure the white one's gonna drop in value here in a second when that black one comes up. I don't like the way the controller looks, period, even in different colors. Like, I mean, it looks fine, but like, I don't know what it is, man. I miss the colored buttons. Like, they looked cool. It was like iconic, and they got rid of that, and they still have all these stupid lights going on. I just don't really like the way the controller looks. I don't even think colors really help. I already have a PS5 controller, so I don't really need another one. I'm not gonna buy another one for a while too, and until that one completely breaks, which is a possibility because apparently the controllers are drifting, so that's fun. 75 bucks, almost $100 for a fucking controller that'll probably drift and fuck out on you. I don't know that for a fact, but whatever. They look pretty cool, I guess. As cool as this controller could look in different colors, I definitely think the Series X controller is better. I know that, like, haha, it's the same fucking controller, but, like, I like it a lot more. If something's not broken, why fix it? And, like, I feel like the last controller was fine. I like the little pill-looking controller from last time. Speaking of the PS5, Remnant from the Ashes is getting a next-gen upgrade. A game that I really surprisingly enjoyed, flaws and all, from the last gen of consoles. If you haven't played Remnant and you like shooting games and you like brutally hard games, and especially if you like Dark Souls games, I would definitely recommend Remnant, especially now with the upgrade. If you can get your hands on one of these stupid new consoles, I would recommend playing the shit out of it. It's a fantastic game. Definitely do it with friends so that when you go insane, you have someone to yell at over the mic instead of just going insane yourself, because the game is brutally fucking difficult. There are some boss fights. There are some fucking boss fights in that game that made me actually want to stab somebody in the face. Like, that game is brutal. It will test your patience, especially the DLC. Me and a buddy of mine ran through the whole game together, and when we played it, the last boss was broken. I wonder if it's still broken or they patched that. I have to imagine so, right? With this big next-gen push, they had to have patched it, right? Because it was so fucking busted. But anyway, if you haven't played it yet, I can't recommend it enough. It is a really fun game, especially if you can catch it on a sale. I think it's free on Game Pass. Don't quote me on that. I think it's free on PlayStation also. It was just like their PlayStation collection thing, or maybe it was for... I need to shut the fuck up because I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you can grab it on sale, I would grab it on sale, okay? If you got Game Pass and it's on Game Pass, grab it on that. I'm not saying it's not worth its full price tag, but like... just in case it's something you're not crazy into, definitely look into some gameplay, because like it's also procedurally generated, which isn't everybody's thing. I know it's not usually my thing. I'm not a fan of it at all, but like I weirdly had fun playing the game. I don't know what to tell you. Next up, Ratchet & Clank, what the hell is this one called? Rift Apart. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart has gone gold, which means the game is pretty much done. I don't see it getting delayed. It's supposed to come out next month. Unless something crazy fucking happens, I don't see it getting delayed. We're probably going to get it. They released a bunch of new gameplay, and I'm actually kind of on the hype train for this one now. I wasn't originally. I was just like, it's another Ratchet & Clank game. I'm really hoping that this one is solid. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high, but I'm just hoping it's a solid, fun adventure from start to finish. I'll be happy. It's also, it seems like they're going back to the continuity of the old Ratchet & Clank games and completely ignoring the reboot, which I am down for. The reboot was fun to play, but the story was garbage, so I'm really happy that we're just going to pretend that whole thing didn't happen. I really like Rivet, the new Lombax character. She's really cool. Her design, they've shown off more of it. She looks fucking awesome. Her voice actress, knocking it out of the fucking park. She sounds really pleasant to listen to, which I like pleasant voices because you're going to be listening to these characters a lot. I'm kind of annoyed that Ratchet and Clank are separated again. It seems like it happens in every fucking game. I don't know why. But so far the gameplay is selling me on it. I really like the way it looks. This game is absolutely gorgeous. People keep making the Pixar comparison. They're not wrong. This game looks prettier than the movie did. I mean, I don't even know how much of an exaggeration that is. They showed off some of the weapons, which at this point I was thinking to myself, like, Insomniac has had to have run out of ideas for creative weapons. Not so. They proved me wrong. There's some cool fucking weapons in this game so far. I still don't care about the dimensional gimmick. I just think that they've kind of done this already. Like, I don't think they've done dimensions. Well, no, there was the Dimensionator in future Tools of Destruction. That's the same thing, I'm pretty sure, that makes all this shit happen in this one. Also, Nefarious is the bad guy again. Can we retire that guy already? Jesus, I'm so sick of seeing him pop up in these games. I know he's a fan favorite, and I loved him too back when I was like 12, but like I'm sick of him popping up in games. That's not even like an immature dig, like, oh, you gotta be a kid to love Nefarious. No, this motherfucker has literally been in these games since I was a kid, like since middle school. Can we retire this character? Like, you can't tell me you can't think of some other badass new character to come in and try to wreck the galaxy. Why does it always have to be Nefarious? I'm so sick of seeing that guy. Wasn't he technically the villain of the last game? Spoiler alert. They shoehorned him into like the prequel I guess I'll put like a spoiler tag up here if you haven't played the reboot yet, but like, even though it's not canon anymore, but whatever. But like, they shoehorn him in that one too. He wasn't originally not a part of the first game's plot at all. He didn't pop up until 3. So like, I don't understand why he keeps popping up and everything. I guess Insomniac just has a hard-on for the fairies. I'm tired of seeing them, honestly. But like, whatever, the game looks really solid. As long as it's a fun time, I don't care. The game is also $70, which I know all these new PS5 games are, but like, it's Ratchet and Clank. Why is it $70? And then again, Returnal shouldn't have been $70 either. Call it a hot take if you want to. I don't think any of these games should be $70 really when you really get down to it. But whatever. I hope Sony doesn't influence everybody else to start making things $70. So far, Ubisoft hasn't done it, and they're one of the most money-hungry companies out there. And I still think Far Cry is listed as like $59.99. So like, as long as they can hold off, like EA, Activision, and Ubisoft, the greedy trio, if they can hold off on doing it, I don't think no one's gonna do it. Like, I think Sony eventually will be like, fine, whatever, it won't be $70 anymore. Even if they don't, I'm just gonna buy all my games on sale. I don't care. I'm not paying that much for a fucking video game. When you look at your receipt and it's almost damn near $80 for one game, you start to question your life choices. Last thing I want to talk about is a game that I'm personally excited for that keeps getting delayed, and I don't know why. Speaking of Ubisoft, where the fuck is Skull and Bones, man? Okay, so I've wanted a really fun pirate game for the longest time, and nothing has really scratched that itch. The last fun one I played was probably Black Flag on the PS3, and since then, we just can't seem to get a really fun pirate game. I know people love Sea of Thieves. No offense to the people who love Sea of Thieves. I put in like 5 hours in it. I just could not get into it. I'm just not a fan. But Skull and Bones had me excited. It had some cool visuals. I was like, pirate ship battles. That sounds pretty cool. Let's do it. And it just keeps getting delayed. What is going on with this game? The only thing I think of is that originally the game was announced to just be pirate ship battles, which that's fine. But like, I was kind of disappointed because I was like, I want to run around and actually, do pirate shit. I want to sing and drink grog and shoot people in the face. And like, I think maybe they might be adding it into it now, maybe? Because like, I remember Cuphead back in the day was delayed because they wanted to add in levels. So maybe that's what's going on here. They want to add in like land combat. I'd be down for that. I'd be really excited to play like a full-blown pirate sim. If that's the reason it was delayed, then cool. I mean, but if it's just delayed because like the game's in limbo, that kind of sucks. Honestly, at this point though, you can just make a long list. This game in particular is taking forever, and I don't think COVID did it any favors, but I don't think it's the sole reason why, because there's like a ton of games that have just gone missing, and I'm pretty sure the reason is because last year was a fucking dumpster fire. Games like Silksong, Elden Ring, stuff like that. Psychonauts, even though they're saying it's supposed to come out at the end of this year. I guess you can make this whole segment just, where are these games? Because there's so many of them that went missing last year that were supposed to come out either in 2020 or now, and they've just gone completely quiet. I would say also, where's the next Sonic game? They usually pump those things out regularly, and it's been like 4 years since the last Sonic game. Speaking of which, Sega's been they're going to E3. A bunch of other companies are going to E3. So I would argue that because at this point it's May 14th at the time of making this video. E3 is like a month away. Why would you announce anything right now anyway? Unless your game was coming out this summer. Like, pretty much Nintendo is guaranteed to talk about Skyward Sword. I don't think they'll say anything about Breath of the Wild. Maybe they'll do a trailer right beforehand, like to get people pumped up, like, hey, Skyward Sword's coming out, and also Breath of the Wild 2, guys. Hey, you should buy Skyward Sword. That's a whole another bag of garbage for a different day. I'm pretty sure I already talked about that in my my breakdown of Nintendo's last Direct, if you want to go watch that video. But anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say. A lot of things going on right now. I'm pretty excited for E3. I can't wait to do a video about E3. That'll probably be my next breakdown type video like this, unless something crazy like cataclysmic happens like over the next couple of weeks, where she's like, Elden Ring gameplay, like more of it leaked online, legit, 100%. I don't see me making another like news type video, but if there's enough to talk about, I'll make another video. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.